This next book about finding community is called New Kid. It is a book that came out this year, and it won a major award for young adult literature, and it's the first book to win that award that is a graphic novel. It's very good. I'm about halfway through it right now, and it's about Jordan Banks, who is a really bright student who loves art and drawing, wants to go to an art school, but his parents want him to go to this really fancy private school across the city. His parents are really wonderful people. There's a lot of love, and he has what he needs. But he goes to this school where it costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go each year, and he doesn't have to pay that, but he's around people that can pay that no problem. And so he has to find community there. It's also a place where he happens to be one of a few kids of color in his whole class. And so he deals with small but regular insults. Sometimes people being rude that know they're being rude and don't care, and sometimes people being rude that don't know they're being rude. And so he has to sort through that and find community where he can find it. And he learns a lot about all kinds of people. So I could read parts of this, but I think it would also be helpful for you to see how it's laid out. He's a good drawer himself, and so he has like his dad's rules for shaking hands, and little blips in the story where it will break. This is him in the car getting driven to school by somebody who drives a Mercedes SUV, and he hides because he doesn't really want to be seen by the people in his neighborhood in that. And then just about every chapter it breaks, like I said, with one of his doodles or one of his sketches, what it's like in the cafeteria there. And then it goes back into the story. So like I said, I'm not going to read this because it never really works all that well to read a comic book. But he's a great artist and a creative storyteller, and it's a really important story and a really good story, especially about a kid who's relatively happy and has a lot going for him, and still is trying to figure out the world. That's New Kid.